Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Thursday, January 14, 2021, and today we're working on Module 5, Lesson number 8. We're not doing Lesson number 7, boys and girls. And let me remind you that after you watch the video, you log in at our class at 10:45. Our big goal, to score 100 on our module, topic quiz, mid-modules. And your daily goal is to score an 85 or higher in your independent work. What do you need for today? You need no materials for the video. You will need a live, for the live class, you're going to need the Peer Dick link. And for the homework, you're going to need a Peer Dick link that is going to be posted. So let's go over the important concepts that we do in a module in lesson number 8. Lesson number 8 is super amazing because you have already done this before. We're just extra practicing, boys and girls. But this time we're going to practice with the hundreds place. What are we learning? What are the important concepts and keywords? So we know that hundreds, the tens, and the ones. We're adding. And remember, when you add two numbers, each of the number that it's being added, it's called adding. And we are practicing bundling. And bundling means that when you put 10 ones together to make a 10, 10 tens together to make 100. Let's go over the key points that we need for today. Remember, we write the problem vertically and we label the units. We write the problem vertically, top to bottom. That's what it means. The number on top, the second added on the bottom. They're aligned and the correct units. Key point number 2 means that you model add-ins. That means that you draw the place value disk for each of the number that it's being added. After you do that, key point number 3 is that you count the ones place. You count them, and if you bundle if needed. After you're done with the ones, the next key point is key point number 4, and you count the tens place. You bundle if you have 10 units or more, then you count the hundreds. Make sure that when you're adding, you put the answer at the bottom, and if you bundle, you put the correct digits at the top. Okay, let's start with the first problem. Oh, Ms. Bocanegra, skip a part. Before we start practicing for today, let's talk about our learning goal. Our objective for today is that you can relate manipulative representations to the addition algorithm, boys and girls. So we're going to draw using place value disk. Are you guys ready? So let's see. Let's look at this problem. Let's read this problem. 303 plus 37. I want you to think about it, and I want you to really listen to my question. How can I solve this problem? Well, if you can see that this 3 in the ones place and this 7 on the ones place make 10, you can say 10 plus I have a 3 in the tens place, and the value of 3 in the tens place is 30. Or, and you know that you have 3 in the hundreds place, and the value for 3 is 300. So you know that 10 plus 30 plus 300 equals 340, boys and girls. That's one way you can solve it. You can also solve it looking at this, boys and girls. You can say, 3 plus 37 makes 40. And 40 plus 300 makes 340, boys and girls. I solved that problem using a mental map. Can we check how to solve this problem vertically? Before we do that, how do you set up the problem vertically? Remember, vertically means top to bottom. This is what vertically means. Look, can we solve it like this? If you said no, you're right. Remembered? We label the ones place, the tens place, and the hundreds. Let's look at this one. Can you label it like this? Ones, tens, hundreds, and then the thousand. Can we label it like this? No. How can we solve the problem vertically? This is what vertically means, boys and girls. I label the H, the T, and the O. And I align them together. So this says 303. I have 300, 0 tens, and 3 ones. And I have 37. That tells me that I have 3 7 and 7 ones. This is exactly how you align a problem, boys and girls. Okay, we talked very quickly how to write the problem vertically, which was the first key point. We're going to do exactly the same thing here, boys and girls. All right, my H, my T, and my O. I leave space. Then I write 303 plus 37. This is my place value chart, boys and girls. So I write ones, tens, and hundreds. So I wrote the first key point. Key point number 2 says model the addends. I told you earlier that model the addends means that you write the place value disk for both numbers. So I'm going to select another. And let's see. This tells me that I have 3 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 0 tens, so I leave it blank, and then 300, so I write 100, 200, 300. This is what it tells me. This is the first addend. The second addend says 37, boys and girls. So that tells me that I have 7 ones, so I start a new column and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this tells me that I have 3 tens. 1, 2, and 3. I don't have any hundreds, so I'm done with key point number 2. Key point number 3 says count the ones, boys and girls. Let's look. This is the ones place column, so it says 3 ones plus 7 ones. Well, let's see what is 3 ones plus 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 ones plus 7 ones make a 10. Can I have 10 ones in the ones place? No, remember, if I have 10 ones, I need to bundle. Bundle means I circle 10 ones, I make an arrow, and I give 1 10. Look at this, please. Look at this, boys and girls. I have 0 ones. So I need to make sure I come to my vertical form and I put a 0 in the ones place. Now remembered, I gave 1 10 to the tens place, so I need to come to the top and give them 1 10. Key point number 4 says count the tens. Let's read the problem for the tens. 1 10 plus 0 tens plus 3 tens equals 2. Let's count. 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens. So I have 4 tens. Now, key point number 3 says count the hundreds. 3 hundreds plus nothing. Let's look. So, 100, 200, 300, boys and girls. Here we go. So we have 300s. We are done solving the problem correctly. Now, let's see. Does this model match the vertical form, boys and girls? Yes, it does, boys and girls. I have 0 ones, so I wrote the 0 here. I have 4 tens, and I wrote the 4 here. But remember, I gave them 1, so I put 1 on top. And then I have 3 hundreds. Great job, boys and girls, solving this problem. Okay, let's solve another problem again. Key point number 1, write the problem vertically. So, remember, the first thing is I write my H, my T, and the O. So I write H, T, and O. Then I write the addends in the correct place value. 211 plus 95. Key point number 2 says model addends. Remembered, model addends means that you draw the numbers, the place value disk for these numbers. How many ones do I draw for the first addend? Yes, 1. How many tens do I draw for the next addend? Yes, 1. 1 10. How many hundreds do I write for the first addend? Yes, 200. 100. 200, boys and girls. Does my place value disk match the first addend? Yes. Now let's draw the other one. I draw how many ones? Yes, 5. I start a new column, boys and girls. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many tens do I draw? Yes, 9 tens. I go 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens, 5 tens. I stop right there. 6 tens, 7 tens, 8 tens, and 9 tens. Does my vertical form match the place value disk? Yes, they do, boys and girls. So now, let's do the next one. Key point number 3 that says count the ones. Ready? 1 plus 5. What's 1 plus 5? Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 6 ones. Did I have to bundle anything? No, right? Great job. I had only 6. Let's look at the tens. 1 10 plus 9 10. Are we ready? 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens, 5 tens, 6 tens, 7 tens, 8 tens, 9 10, 10 tens. I have 10 tens. Can I have 10 tens in the tens place? No, if you said no. So what do? Yes, boys and girls, we're going to bundle. Bundle means I put 10 units together and I make the new one. So I bundle and I put 100. So I have 0 tens and 100. So 1 plus 9 gives me 10 tens, which is 0 tens and 100. Let's look at the hundreds place, boys and girls. What's 1 plus 2? 100, 200, 300. So I have 300, boys and girls. Great job solving these problems together. I'll see you back in the live session. Make sure you log in at 10:45. Thank you. Bye.